Helps if I turn on OBS. Sonobus. Just a very quick tech check, making sure we're here.
I can hear you. We have the man. I think.
I think so too. Let's go back to the music. I think we heard Token Tango pretty well. I think everyone heard.
Let's start from the next one. Yeah.
Walk the Gangplank. Everyone heard about 5 seconds of that choppy 25 times. So keep it right here, because this is working. Fingers crossed, working.
space station.
Dipsy,
And
Kitty.
were the first animals to survive being shot beyond Earth's atmosphere. And it's not for lack of trying.
All right. I don't have a you just heard, but I do have two very excellent people. One's up there. One's up there. We've got Naup. We've got the man PF.
The man, the Kong, the legend.
How's our audio?
Hello. Got my little friend right here.
Awesome.
I love him.
I wasn't talking.
You wanna go over what we just heard, Mike? Do you have it? At hand?
I can give you that list of things. We just heard Kong on a Mission by Ian Cowell. Bonus Bananas by Evil Sonic. Walk the Gangplank Galleon by Jim. And Token Tango by the Man PF and others. And this is the Mega Mixtape album release for feature length. Naup the man,
That's right.
how's it going?
What can you tell us about the album and about the track we just heard from you, the man?
For the people that don't know, I'm Argentine. And even though I am, I haven't really dug into tango at all. Ever. It's just not my thing. But ever since I started making music, I was like, I need to do this. And it always drove me a little crazy that a lot of the songs from back Don't Country Do has like genres in the titles, but they're not necessarily the songs are not in the genre that they're saying they are. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna grab Token Tango and turn it into an actual tango. What happened? It was really hard. Arranging tango is very hard, especially if you have no experience. The person who helped me the most was the bandoneon player. For the people that don't know, bandoneon is an instrument that's the same family as the accordion, but it's like it's sometimes called the tango accordion. It's a type of instrument that's very specific to tango, and you cannot make a tango without a bandoneon. I found a bandoneon player thanks to a friend of mine called Oboe J-Dub. He got me in touch with a bando player who's called Brian Alvarez. And he was the biggest help in making this happen. Basically taught me everything he knows about tango, everything about the arrangement, everything about the instrumentation, how everything works, what are the intricacies of tango, so I can follow more or less what the elements of tango are, so I can transform the song into an act. And he also played the bandoneon, obviously. That's like the most important part. I cannot make a tango without an actual bandoneon, so it's really important that I was able to get. So a huge shout out to Brian Alvarez and the other members of this group, who are JC, who is playing the upright bass, Ronnie Nopeth, who is playing the violin, and Angry Polar Bear, who's playing the piano. And I'm sure most of you are familiar with it.
Exactly. And also I want to mention that on the album you'll see that the track list is all original names except for 2 tracks, which are the Man PF's tracks, because he somehow chose to right the wrongs of David Wise. Like he said, I'm gonna do an actual tango, And later we'll hear that he did an actual bossa nova for bossa nova. So those tracks keep their original names because they are now the actual genre that they are, mentioning.
I want to say both Token Tango and both Bossa Nova are really short. They don't have a lot of material. So transforming them into a full-fledged song was actually quite difficult.
But you did a pretty good job of it, dare I say.
What about the next one, Mike?
I appreciate it, and also I agree. I'm gonna hype myself up a little bit. I liked how both of them.
I like them too.
Excellent. So,
what about the gym track, Mike?
Oh,
Tell people about gym.
You picked the worst person in the group Jim to talk about the gym track. Because, so Jim, for anyone who doesn't know, it's the initials J, Ian, Mike. And Jay and Ian did so much of the heavy lifting on this one. They were way more plugged in on the arrangement process, on the mixing process. I showed up and was like, I need to make this part easier for me. Ian, can you play like most of the... Usually I play mandolin, and I think I had to give that up to Ian this time just because I was not pulling my weight. But it's such a fun track. Ian and I actually covered that same source with none other than the man last year for was that last year, February 24, I think. I had to remind Ian that we had done that track together already. I think he forgot.
I think so. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a fun track to do once I finally sat down and I played my parts. Yeah, if Jay or Ian were here, they would be able to say a lot more about.
I think you all did great, but the next one was all you, right? And there's a story behind that one.
There is a little bit of a story behind that one, which is I had been thinking about doing bonus room blitz for Donkey Kong month in Dwelling at Duels back in 2007. I never really got it past a sort of work in progress track. I ended up not submitting anything because it was all programmed, and it was still like just a fun song. Like I think I made the I experimented with doing some synth stuff in Fruity Loops back when that was my go-to sequencer, and then I had it kind of. It started out all chiptune and then went into a little bit of a mix of chiptune and some other like drum samples and like what was it, Garrett and Personal Orchestra for the bass part, pizzicato. So it was all very polished for 2000 era Evil Sonic doing whatever it was doing. But I just always loved that source, and it was always so much fun. I used that as my alarm on the ringtone on my clock for alarm, or on my phone for alarms and stuff. But when I heard about this project, I was like, this would be a really good excuse to dust that off and revisit that source and come up with a new arrangement. But I knew I wanted to keep that same concept of moving from one style to another. And with a little help from my friends who convinced me to extend it a little bit, that last part at the end, even though it is the closest to my original idea from 18 years ago, that was a late addition. It was originally, it stopped after the metal part, but when we were working on this project, they were like, hey, maybe we can make this a little longer. Okay. I kicked and screamed the whole way. They were like, kept coming at me with good ideas. I'm like, I don't want to. And then I did it, and they were right, and it was better. So that's one of the fun things about working on collaborative projects.
Yeah, I really liked when I was, putting together the order for the album, of the order of tracks. I noticed that chiptune segment really went well with the following track, which is Ian Cowell's Rocket Run, Congo on a Mission, and you guys pulled it off perfectly in like a matter of one night. Over the course of one night, you exchanged files, ideas, and it came out great. I'm really grateful, because that's one of the transitions I'm most proud of in the track list. Really.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I wish we could have done smooth transitions for all the tracks.
Yeah.
That
I really like.
It was really cool.
For the next one.
For me, like, my own songs, it's not necessarily like using that cymbal swell riser is not something that I like lean into. And if it was just my song on its own, I probably would have left it out. But the second I heard the lead into the next song, I'm like, yes, it has to be that way. Forget everything else I just said. Again, everyone else is right, and I just need to be dragged kicking and screaming into better ideas. So thank you for making me sound better.
Nah, we all helped each other. And speaking of the other people, not everyone is going to be able to join us today, but many of them sent some videos. I wanted to have the man here so we can all watch them. I wonder if you've seen them, Mike or the man. Have you seen them?
I couldn't help myself.
Oh.
So it won't exactly be a surprise.
Oh, but it will surprise everyone else. And just to give a little context, Future Length is a meme. The person responsible for all the cheeky double entender that is the album is going to answer for his crimes later tonight, but because of him, I really gave the project a whole, funny and cheeky direction. So I'm really glad that some of the people who sent videos caught on to that. So you're about to be surprised. You'll let me know when we have them, Mike.
Yes. And just so everyone knows, I won't be able to hear anything, so don't ask me about these. I'm going to press buttons and you'll hear it, but I'm going to have to watch it later. And let's do the Twitch thing. There.
Yeah, it's the anonymous DOD contestant here. Yeah, I've been on a bit of a break. Did some spiritual healing. I went to South America and then Amazon River, tried to save the black spider monkeys from extinction. But then I got this phone call from Naup and the other guys and saying they're going to do a whole album of Donkey Kong related music. And I was like, oh, well, fuck the real monkeys. I'm going to do this music stuff instead. So yeah, in serious though, I'm glad to be a part of it. Really great, talented musicians all putting their heart and soul into this. So yeah, enjoy it. And I'll see you around.
Originalmente iba a hacer esto en inglés, pero a la mierda. Aprendan español, mejor. Igual no tengo nada que decir. Más vale que le guste el álbum porque está muy bueno. Me está re piola. Así que espero que les guste. Está por volverse chango.
Monkey tits. If you need to save your kid, monkey tits. Salty kiss, monkey tits. Never fox or squirrel tits. Candy Kong's the only one with breasts on a monkey. Monkey tits. How I long to see him unfurling. Monkey tits, jiggly tits, monkey tits, monkey tits. Even King Kangaroo will do.
Hey everybody, David here, aka Verazio, aka Extrinsic. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. I had a lot of fun making this song. Extra special shout out to Kev and Joe because the song wouldn't exist without them. I wouldn't have done it if they couldn't contribute their wonderful, amazing parts. They're both so skilled at what they do, so easy to work with, such great guys. I'm really pleased to have been able to work with them on this. And yeah, just here on my lunch break. A little tired, a little sick. I hope you enjoy this ridiculous mashup that should not work. I don't know if it does work, but I hope you enjoy it anyways. I don't have a banana, but I got a sandwich. Now that's Italian.
Hey everyone, I'm currently on my way to get Panera for my partner and I before we have a nice, long, and arduous rehearsal. But I can rest easy knowing that later tonight I will be at the listening party for feature length, the Donkey Kong Country Series tribute album, which features a ton of amazing artists, so many cool, derivative, quirky covers from some of my favorite OSTs of all time. Behind Xenoblade, Donkey Kong Countries have always just been up there for me. So consistently amazing. Yeah. I've really loved all of the masters and works in progress that I've heard throughout the short time I've been involved with this project, and I'm stoked.
Hey, so I don't have a banana, but I do have this banana plant that's surviving, I guess, but not thriving. Anyway, I'm super excited to be able to share my piano solo arrangement of Forced Interlude with you all. I was really inspired by Masashi Hamauzu's arrangement of Besaid Island from the Final Fantasy X Piano Collections album, so if you're familiar with that, you'll probably hear a lot of nods to that arrangement. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. Thanks so much to Nelk for having me on the album and letting me contribute. See ya!
All right. I could hear a little bit of that through somebody's speakers.
Through my mic. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mike. You need to hear that when you have the time.
I will. I love Jay. The visuals were excellent on their own, but
yeah,
I do look forward to having a chance to watch through later.
And just to give more context, there was one of those people who is actually not on the album. He said he would be, but he wasn't. So I still ask him for a video because we're all just having fun here. I mean, that's what this is all about.
Best part about music is the way it sounds.
The friends we made along the way.
That too. Before we go on to our next segment, The Man, is there anything else that you'd like to add before we continue along our journey of sound and song?
Banana.
I couldn't have said
we
it
have
better.
one more upcoming video. Someone is missing, but that deserved its own video. So for now, I think we can go to the next segment. I really have to thank you, The Man, because I didn't mention it, but you mastered half the album. So thank you so much for your 2 tracks, for mastering, for supporting everything. Thank you for being here too.
Hey, I'm just giving my love to you. You did a lot of things to pretty much being the main reason why this thing exists. So
Yeah.
I think you deserve all the credit.
Love you,
I'll
man.
second that. The Man, would you like to tease us into the next track?
It's one of yours.
How do I do that?
Just, how one would keep it, where they would keep it, and why they would keep it right where it is.
I think you'd have to keep it right here because this is featured length.
Length.
It's on the inside.
All right. You just heard Systematic Chaos from J.N. Wake and Gregorio Franco. Dude, Where's My Gyrocopter by Ian Cowell. Nope, sorry. Treetop Terror by Gregorio Franco. Then Dude, Where's My Gyrocopter by Ian Cowell. And Primate Pivot by Ronan Op F. And I'm Evil Sonic. Naup is here with us, and we've also got another special guest about to join. I think
A rare sight. Well, not sight.
Well, let's take a look right here.
Or do we? Is this the final Jay and Wake face reveal?
Hi. It's me.
Hi, Wake. How are you?
Very well. It's me. It's Banana Wake, right here, from Chile, for you.
Man, it's been like 2 years since I last heard your voice. Amazing.
How are you doing? I revealed my secret identity as a small banana with
Amazing.
3 limbs. It's hard to play keyboards like this, but I manage.
Thank you for being here, Wake.
Thank you for having me here.
So what can we say about this blog? It was all Evelyn. I mean, from Ronin's track, which was Simian Segway, to the Donkey Kong Country 3 block that we just heard. It was all Evelyn, and what amazing tracks. This block really goes hard, I must say.
Yeah. Now,
we had Gregorio Franco, which I need to say, because I mentioned it in chat, I knew Gregorio Franco's music from before I joined Dueling of Duels, same as Ian Cowell, right? I knew both of them before I even got involved with Dueling of Duels, and I've been a fan since at least 6 years ago, probably. So I never imagined I'd be here. And let's not talk about Wake, which I knew from Overclock Remix, probably way farther than that. I mean, from his work on several, contests they organize at OC Remix. I knew his music from that, but it was amazing getting to interview Jay and Wake 2 years ago, then Ian. I'm hoping I get to interview Gregorio sometime as well. But anyway, I'm rambling. What can you tell us, Wake, about your involvement in this album? You weren't just, you were part of the project leads. You helped us with your opinions, listening to the tracks, etc. So what can you tell us?
Yeah, so I worked on two tracks. This one we just heard, Systematic Chaos. I don't know how to say chaos like this, but the title was PF's idea, the band. It's for those who don't know, it's the title of a Dream Theater album. And Chaos is of course a boss from Donkey Kong Country 3. Chaos. PF wants me to pronounce like a Latino, so I will say PF. So yeah, well, the idea I always thought that particular track, it's Nuts and Bolts from DKC 3, was like perfect for metal. So I wanted to make a very aggressive metal track. So my first idea was to contact Franco, and he rendered the drums and the guitar for the track. Helped me with the arrangement too. And yeah, the idea was to make a very aggressive. I think the original track is perfect for that. I also have a second track, but I shouldn't spoil it, I think. It features, at least I would say, it features PF again. PF, perdón. PF on guitars and running on strings. I had sampled the strings first, but when I posted the work in progress on our Discord, he basically forced me to use his strings, but it worked well. He recorded everything in like 5 minutes. I don't know how, and he sent me like, I think it was 12 string tracks, if I remember correctly. So yeah, well, I also, as I said, I worked at the beginning of the album. We were deciding the track list and all of that. Yeah, that was my role here. I listened to everything in case there was anything to fix, but everything was great. So yeah.
Wake, I have a question. What's up with Chile? Because we have Pato right there, who arrived just in time, because this is the Chile blog. And there's these guys, Jastic, and there's also an incredible Donkey Kong album by the Ludopatas, which everyone must hear. But when are you going to meet all these amazing Chilean musicians? You have them right there.
It's true. I do. I need to move my banana somewhere to meet all of them, but one day. I still keep my secret identity for now.
Oh,
but I should meet Pato.
Yeah,
I don't know where he lives exactly, but I should meet him.
I hope you do. I want to see a crossover sometime.
Well, I do need to take care of Gabriel if I want to play with Pato, so I don't know how to do that.
Any comments, Mike? Any questions for Wake?
I mean,
this is the first time Wake is on DOD as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know, I always like to ask people how they found us, you know, how they found video game music or DOD specifically. I haven't wanted to do too much of that tonight because this is a mega mixtape juncture. But Wake, what's your favorite video game?
My favorite video game, maybe Great Ace Attorney, Chronicles.
Nice.
I think that's probably one of my favorites. Chrono Trigger also.
Chrono Trigger, I haven't heard of that one. Is that like?
Yeah, it's
is it a gun
very
game?
unknown. Yeah,
like it's a shooter.
A shooter.
Yeah.
First-person shooter.
Keep your chrono on the trigger. Yes, I am very overwhelmed by the majesty of the JN reveal.
I should reveal that when we made the tech test earlier today, I did show my human face. I morphed between human and plushie daily to Mike, so he didn't know I was going to do this. I wanted a surprise for him too.
Wow.
I have seen Wake's face.
I'm prettier now as my banana form.
Yeah, but that's the real majesty of Wake's face. Is the second that he left my screen, my mind was filled with a fog of bananas. And when I close my eyes and I think of Wake, it's just plantains, banana. It's just peels everywhere. It's magnificent.
And here in Chile we peel our bananas, not unlike in wherever slowly lives right now. That image
don't bring that up.
I mean, still.
I think we've had enough psychic damage from watching Slowly Crushed eat that banana whole. Oh my god.
I liked that. I think you all are cowards. It was awesome. He's the hero we need.
Yeah.
Eat your bananas the way it was intended to be eaten.
Please. Anyway, before we move on, I just want to mention, because I haven't mentioned this at all because I'm having fun, honestly. The album is out. You can listen to it on streaming platforms, and I'm gonna hit the publish button on Bandcamp as soon as we're done here. So it will be out everywhere. You can listen to it for free, or you can help us recoup some of the costs with your Bandcamp purchase. So I hope you like the music. I hope you like the Giant Wake reveal, because not even OCR has had a Giant Wake reveal. First time here in Dwelling of Duels. How about that?
And first time people hear me in English. The interview it was in Spanish.
Yeah.
So
Your English is excellent. I don't know what you were worried about.
I never speak it, so I always get worried.
I'm sure Mike didn't mind.
No, I'm always amazed when people say like, "Oh, my English is terrible." I'm like, it's really not. I don't think anyone's ever said that to me and like hasn't spoken incredibly well. Like, is that the trick? You just say that my English is terrible, so you've got like the benefit of low expectations, and you just blow us all away. Because I mean, kudos if that's the way of it. But Banana Wake,
So-
would you like to tell us where to keep it?
Yeah. Just have fun, listen to the album, and we'll meet on the next listening party.
But where do we keep it?
I don't know what that means.
Keep
Keep
right
it real
here.
or something like that.
Pretty close, yeah.
Pretty close.
Now-
Keep it real.
You
This
haven't
is
talked
something-
us in yet. Do you want to do it?
No. All right. So keep it right here, because this is future length. 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 Length.
All right. You just heard Command and Conquer by Jay and Wake, The Man, PF, and Ronan Op F. Piano in the Forest by Ian Martin. And Bossa Nova by The Man, PF, and others. I'm Evil Sonic. This is the Mega Mixtape album release for feature length. Joining me tonight is the architect, the mastermind, the man himself, Naup. And up there to my right a little bit, that's Tuck. Say hi, Tuck.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Right on.
We're
cue.
doing good.
I don't know how bad the lag is, but I
what-
saw a cat come in right when Tuck was about to say hi.
There it is. What are you doing here, Doc?
Well, I guess we're finally listening to some Donkey Kong songs.
Finally.
Yeah. I'm really glad it all came together.
It's all thanks to you, man.
No, this is your show. I just came to see.
Wait, is he the guy?
He's the guy.
He's the one
He's
who's...
the guy.
Oh, okay, so... Tuck. Maybe you know and maybe you don't. Naup says to me, he says... There was a dueler who really wanted to keep making Donkey Kong music. And I was like, who is it, Naup? Who? And now I learned. It's you.
Why Donkey Kong music, Doc?
Yeah, it seemed like a fun thing to do. And I didn't know at the time that we were about to have a Dwelling of Duels month for David Wise, and it just kind of came together.
You suspected it, didn't you?
No, I did not. I had no idea or insight back then. It was just really funny that it came out, and then it kind of scratched my itch for the time being. And yeah, I guess once you had it in your brain that we were going to do it, there was no stopping it.
Absolutely. And you know what? One guy who was like, nah, why? We shouldn't do that. Why make an album? One guy who was like that, in the end, joined the album. Not thanks to you either, which surprised me. Like, Mr. Joe Newman, who is probably, yeah, he's right there. He was invited to this album by Extrinsic. I was fully expecting a Doc plus Joe collaboration, even if he didn't want to make a DK album at the time. But the biggest surprise was that it wasn't with you, it was with Boras.
Yeah, but I ended up grabbing him anyway.
Yeah, in the end.
So yeah.
We all like grabbing Joe.
You owe me.
We all like grabbing Joe.
Yeah, indeed.
Very fitting for the feature length.
Before we talk about the tracks, do you want to show the video from one of the tracks we just heard? It was a last minute addition, and also it was the best produced video. So I wasn't about to mash it up with all the nonsense that everyone else sent. So, do you have it, Mike?
Oh, I have it. Let me cue it up. And all right, let's mute that Sonobus.
Howdy, Dwelling of Duels. Sybil Grace here. I was recently granted the privilege to play lap steel guitar on Bossa Nova, alongside so many DoD legends. It's an honor for me because I've been participating in Dwelling of Duels since 2006, and I definitely would not be the musician I am today without the encouragement and brutally honest feedback from this community. It's extremely humbling to participate in Dwelling of Duels. Y'all are so talented, working so hard, and I just can't state enough how much it's made my life better. And I want to thank everybody in the Dwelling of Duels community and thank everyone who participated on this album. Thank you for including me. I'm looking so much forward to making music along with all of you. I'm a huge Donkey Kong Country fan. This game was super formative for me, so it was really, really fun. And I absolutely love seeing myself illustrated as the naughty here on this side. So that's very exciting. For those of you who are going to MAG, I'll see you there. And as always, grow every day. Thank you. Bye.
All right. I'm not sure if Tuck's joining us back again, but I couldn't hear anything that Sybil
Really?
said.
Oh, don't worry. I hope Tuck comes back. I still have more questions. But in any case, I'm glad that Sybil sent that video. She's also a DoD veteran. She had to leave for class, but I'm glad we got to show her video. And it was honestly more produced than anything else we did, except perhaps Ian. And just to recap, the track she was on was Bossa Nova, where the man also recruited Zach Chapman, his usual collaborator, on bass, Deluxe Dolmite on percussion, also another DoD regular, Xander Plut, who is a more recent addition to the DoD roster. I mean, he plays sax on the track, but he also plays other wind instruments like shakuhachi, which I love in a Pokerus track that they submitted to DoD. Sybil Grace on slide guitar, Riley C, who is not a dweller yet, but maybe in the future, played flute. We have J.N. Wake on piano and Running Up F on violin. So that was Bossa Nova at the beginning of the previous segment with all those collaborators. And the man was saying that he's sorry because we had to do artwork for all of those people, but I'm actually glad because there's a lot of people that I wish I could have invited to this album, including JC or Andromeda or people who have collaborated with me previously in tracks like Mel Decision. I don't know, there were lots of people that I wish I could have invited, but as you know, these guys were all over it from the get-go, and by the time I grabbed everyone and rounded them up, we already had like 16 tracks worth of stuff. But there will be more projects, and I'm hoping to repay the kindness of every DoD artist that has ever been nice to me in one way or another, to have them on board in a project like this. We also have DLC for this project in the works. So I'm probably gonna be reaching out to some of you, because if you are looking for an outlet for your previous DoD tracks, Donkey Kong tracks that we can release as alts for this album, I'm gonna be reaching out to some of you who I'm already grateful to. so we can include you in the album if you feel like it. I'm hoping you do. And what about Doc? Is he out for the camp?
Yeah, it sounds like his computer setup was troublesome.
Oh.
Not that we know anything about that sort of thing around these parts. Certainly haven't had any computer issues here tonight. We wouldn't want to start now, would we?
Yeah. Oh, he's messaging me. Yeah. It's a shame he can't come back. But anyway.
But
he was the one behind.
Yeah, he's
all of this.
He seeded the idea, but I think he said it, and I know it, that you have been pushing it forward every step of the way. I'm excited to know there are going to be other projects. Just saying, Echo the Dolphin. That's a good one. Could get a pretty good album out of that.
Yeah, right. That's like a solo Evil Sonic album, maybe.
Maybe.
We can make it.
I always love I do love hearing other people's Echo music too, but we're not here to talk about dolphins, we're here to talk about donkeys. Donkeys.
About donkeys, that's right.
Donkeys and Kongs.
And bananas.
And bananas. Yeah. This is Dwelling of Donkeys. Joining us is the Mega Mixtape. Feature length.
That's right. We have one last block of tracks. It's a long one, so we better get on with it, right?
Oh yes. So I implore you to keep it right here, because this is feature length. just heard Climax by Big Oron, Numajo, and Kev Ragone, and Shine On, You Crazy Donkey by Extrinsic, Numajo, and Kev Ragone. Nope. Damn. How's it feel?
We made it. Feels amazing. Doc makes it feel like they said, like you're back home, like you've made it, like a warm embrace. All of that is true. And Boracio's track is just like, that's for the nerds, right? That's for all the prog nerds out there. I love it.
This was such a labor of love.
How about you?
I
Yeah.
loved it. I gotta listen again because somewhere towards the middle of the last music block, the sound started getting garbled for me. I don't think it's any. I think it's separate from what was going on with the stream a few minutes ago. But
yeah.
Every so often my computer decides, no, you can't have sound. Like, let's garble that for you. And I say, thanks, computer. Not what I asked for. But this is
the good news is I just hit publish on Bandcamp, so you can go to megamixtape.bandcamp.com and listen, download, etc. Or you can go to your streaming platform of choice, or since you're in the album, you already have the music, so you can listen to it anywhere, any way you like. And that was the objective, for people to listen, really, and for all of you to have fun. I mean, as Joe recently said, I think the best albums out there for video game music are the ones where people are having fun, you know? And I think this is one of those. I can proudly say that the artists have fun. They did whatever the hell they wanted to do. Boracio said, like, can I make a 12-minute prog rock Pink Floyd track? And I was like, do whatever, man. and you were like, can I make a wildly attempt at bonus room blitz? Of course. Can I make, whatever, to your heart's content. That was the point. Because I love your music, I love everyone's music. I'm very grateful to DoD, to you, for letting me, not only because this project started a long time ago. It didn't move for a long time, but it started last year, and a lot has happened since then. I joined Ops. You interviewed M-Visual, which is half of Mega Mixtape, and last month we just had the best 9 minutes of our whole year, thanks to DoD. So this is the least I can do,
It's a special, weird, little nerdy place on the internet where it's the place where we find our people. I'm tearing up.
Yeah, I'm glad.
No, this was an awesome thing. I'm so glad that there are going to be more projects down the road. Do you have anything like on the short list, or do you want to keep that kind of secret private, or
No, There's a few things I need to mention too, because since we had Pato working on the artwork up until yesterday, basically, I'm still wrapping up the booklet, which should be available throughout the course of the weekend. Whoever gets the album on Bandcamp will get the booklet. I'll make sure of that. So if you get it right now, you might not get the booklet, but I'll email it to you, or I'll let you know that the booklet is available for download. The booklet will have all the artwork, will have mains, will have reviews. We will have reviews by a DoD and Overclock Remix veteran known as Snappleman, and we will have alts, so stay for the alts. Somewhere down the line in the following month or so, there will be alts, and we just heard some of those at the beginning in the pre-show that we have. So that's what's next in the following weeks, in the following month or so. That's it for future length.
That's excellent. Now, anything else that you want to add tonight before we bid adieu?
No, that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making me a part of DoD.
Hey, DoD is the friends made along the way, and you've certainly entered our hearts. But yeah, we've got the link to the Bandcamp album pinned in the Twitch chat. If you missed us tonight, you don't hear me talking right now, but this will exist on YouTube. So if you missed most of this, if you want to watch that first 40 minutes that's chock full of stream fails and disconnects, that's going to be up on YouTube soon. But yeah, this has been a very mega mixtape night of Dwelling of Duels, and keep it right here. We're going to have our listening party in, I don't know, a week and a few days. A week from Sunday. But mega mixtape, feature length. Now, thank you so much for joining tonight and sharing this awesome project, and keep it right here, because this has been feature length.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, everyone.